Hey guys, this is James.
And this is Denny from TeaDB. Welcome, episode 68.
Yes.
Cool.
And so today, as you can probably tell, we are not brewing puer. We're doing something a little bit differently. We're brewing some silver needle.
Yeah. So, some white tea. This is probably the most appropriate tea to drink in summertime.
Exactly. We're actually drinking some seasonally appropriate tea for once. So this was provided to us by Teavivre. And it was a free sample, so thank you over to those guys over there.
Yeah. Cheers. We're just gonna heat up our gaiwan, our brewing vessels, the teacups. Especially with green teas, guys, and white teas, you're gonna lose a lot more heat. Heat is gonna become important. So the same reason why you would chill a bowl in the freezer before you put some ice cream in there, which is delicious, is the same reason why we're doing this here. So, 5 grams of leaf. It's almost basically full. It's about 75% of the way full. And I don't know. I think we'll just go ahead and give this a shot straight out.
Cool.
Yeah. So, what we'll do.
Just floating on the...
Yeah, try to get
top.
that in there a little bit as best we can.
And so what are your kind of typical brewing parameters for silver needle or a white tea?
Not to overbrew it, and expect the second and third steepings are going to be the best ones. So, with that in mind, 170, 180 degrees Fahrenheit in terms of the water, yeah, I don't drink white tea enough these days, so.
So probably pretty similar to green tea.
Yeah, fairly similar actually.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'd say it'd probably be similar to me. I don't drink hardly any white tea as well.
This might be a little bit chill.
All right.
We'll see.
And it looked pretty clean coming out, so no rinse necessary, or at least Denny has deemed so.
We're gonna go for it. Classic signs that you would need a rinse is going to be sort of particulate, especially with white tea. It'll kind of look white and kind of cloudy and mucky.
Yep.
And almost like the top of a pond. It's kind of a gross thing. This is nice and clean.
Yeah, and that can indicate like pesticide use and all that stuff. And this, which I'm not sure if I mentioned, is organic silver needle. So, depending on how much faith you put into that organic measurement, it could be a little bit cleaner.
All right, cheers, guys.
It's very
it's
soft,
chill, yeah.
Sweet, very easy to drink, for sure.
A little bit vegetal. This first steeping is definitely a little soft. I'm actually going to heat this up a little bit more here. Yeah, I think that the...
Yeah, I think it could probably take a little bit more heat,
I think
actually.
so, too. The viscosity is nice, actually.
Yeah, actually. Decent viscosity, decent body, especially for something like this. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, it's good. Refreshing, sweet, naturally sweet, like honey would be. I think this would probably be, it's not super bold in terms of its flavor, so I wonder if people just trying this tea for the first time as sort of a novice would find it appealing. It's a very soft flavor profile, but I wonder if it's almost a little bit hard to place. But this steeping, we're going to steep for a lot less time, not a ton less, but the leaves have dramatically become dramatically more moist, and as a result, we're going to have a much faster steep.
So kind of like green tea, they have absorbed a lot of that liquid that we use for the first steep, and probably get a little bit bolder flavor just naturally. Plus, Denny also is using a hotter temperature, so that's also going to play.
And the guy wants a little bit warmer too.
Yeah. And to talk a little bit about silver needle, it's kind of one of the big archetypal white teas, perhaps the biggest, and it's a pretty delicate one because it's a very tippy one because they'll just plick pluck that first tea leaf off of the whole thing. So it's if you look at it, and it becomes immediately obvious if you look at the leaves. It's just like the tips.
Absolutely, yeah, very hairy. It's the veal of tea. It's the youngest, and it's very luscious as a result.
Yeah.
There's a misconception that white teas have a lot less caffeine than green teas or black teas, and that's just not true. It depends so much more on the tea plants and the terroir than it does on anything else. So,
and one point that would actually help it to get less caffeine is the fact that we are brewing this at a lower temperature, which will extract less of it. But the dry leaf will have very comparable amounts.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's give it a go. Cheers.
So it's stronger. It even tinges slightly on bitterness. Not much.
Yeah.
But there's a slight astringency to it.
I have more of that sweet corn taste now.
Yeah. Definitely
very light, refreshing.
Yeah. Fuller, sweeter, if anything.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say I prefer this tea. It's nice. It was a good call to raise the temperature and just keep it going.
Yeah, this is quite nice. Good quality leaf, like we said. We're getting a nice kind of more of a clear yellow experience out of this. And this could go for, I'd say, another 2 solid steepings. It's continued to, you can actually see the color become a lot more green as we've steeped out the plant material. It was looking a lot more white.
Yep.
And you can just see the actual, almost like hairs.
Yeah, very fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yep. And so the aroma is very nice as well. I can smell it all the way from here too, so we're just extracting a lot of that as well.
What would you recommend for someone who's getting kind of acquainted to different types of teas in terms of white tea? Would you recommend something like this?
I think so. I mean, it's a very nice taste. It's it's nothing overly complicated or complex. There's some, like, it's a white tea, and it fits very nicely into just kind of showcase what a white tea is. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend this to someone that's looking into tea as kind of like your archetypal, just to set a baseline for like what a white tea should be like.
Absolutely, yeah. I couldn't have said it better. Absolutely. And this is a really kind of a welcoming variety, and it's very available too. So you'll have a diversity of different qualities of silver needle, but if you go to a tea shop and take a look at the leaves, you should be able to inspect them and realize, okay, this is definitely silver needle.
It's very obvious tea. It's one of the easiest teas to just immediately recognize for what it is because it's white and it's got tips.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful cup of tea. James, if folks want to learn more about tea, what should they do?
Yeah, they should come visit us at TeaDB. We don't have a ton of information on white teas, but we have information on a lot of other teas. We're working on remedying that right now. So please come check us out. Also, go check out Teavivre. I would definitely recommend this tea. I think it's a pretty solid one, and I think Teavivre is, in general, for a company that offers a lot of different types of teas, they do a generally very good job on most of them.
Yeah, absolutely. High quality, clean. We could brew it straight from the get-go, and really delightful. So yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to us there.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys next time for episode 69.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers.